The bustling streets of New York City in the early 20th century were a swirling mix of opportunity and danger. Immigrants from all corners of the world arrived daily, chasing the American dream. Among them was Francesco Castiglia, a young boy from the rugged hills of Calabria, Italy, who would grow up to become one of the most powerful and influential mob bosses in American history. Frank Costello. Francesco Castiglia arrived in New York City with his family in 1895 at the tender age of 4. The family settled in East Harlem, a neighborhood teeming with Italian immigrants. Life was harsh, but young Francesco quickly adapted, learning the unwritten rules of the streets. By his early teens, he had joined a local gang, engaging in petty crimes and honing his instincts for survival. His first brush with the law came when he was only 13, but the real turning point in his life was meeting Charlie "Lucky" Luciano. The two formed a bond that would shape the future of organized crime in America. Recognizing Francesco's charisma and strategic mind, Luciano saw in him a valuable partner. Francesco, now going by Frank Costello, began to rise through the ranks of the criminal underworld. The Prohibition-era was a golden opportunity for Costello and his associates. The Volstead Act, which outlawed the production and sale of alcohol, gave rise to a lucrative black market. Costello, with his keen business acumen, became a significant player in bootlegging operations, forging alliances with various gangs. In 1931, after a bloody power struggle, Luciano reorganized the Mafia structure in America, forming the Commission. This governing body of organized crime aimed to minimize conflicts and maximize profits. Costello, known as the Prime Minister of the Underworld for his diplomatic skills, was a key member. His ability to navigate the political landscape, bribing public officials and ensuring the Mafia's interests were protected, made him indispensable. With Prohibition's end in 1933, Costello shifted his focus to gambling. He saw the potential for legalized gambling and began investing heavily in slot machines, horse racing, and casinos. His influence extended from New York to New Orleans and Las Vegas. Costello's operations were sophisticated. He implemented systems to ensure efficiency and profitability, often paying off law enforcement to look the other way. Despite his criminal activities, Costello cultivated a public image of respectability. He mingled with politicians, businessmen, and socialites, always dressed impeccably and speaking with charm and intelligence. This duality of his persona, ruthless mob boss and polished gentleman, fascinated the media and the public. In the late 1940s, organized crime faced increased scrutiny. The infamous Kefauver hearings, led by Senator Estes Kefauver, aimed to expose the extent of the Mafia's influence in America. Costello, summoned to testify in 1951, became a household name. His televised testimony, where he famously insisted that only his hands and torso be filmed, revealed little but captivated millions. Costello's evasive answers and the calm demeanor under intense questioning earned him a grudging respect. However, the hearings marked the beginning of the end of his reign. Law enforcement pressure increased, and rival mobsters saw an opportunity to challenge his power. Costello's troubles peaked in 1957. That year, he survived an assassination attempt orchestrated by Vito Genovese, a rival who sought to take control. The attack, carried out by a hitman named Vincent the Chin Gigante, left Costello wounded but alive. However, the message was clear. His time at the top was over. Facing mounting legal troubles and diminishing power, Costello made a crucial decision. In a rare move for a mafia boss, he retired. He ceded control to Genovese and stepped away from the criminal empire he had helped build. Unlike many of his contemporaries who met violent ends, Costello lived out his final years in relative peace. Frank Costello died in 1973, leaving behind a complex legacy. He had transformed organized crime, bringing a level of sophistication and political influence that was unprecedented. His life was a testament to the possibilities and perils of the American dream. A boy from Calabria who rose to power and wealth in the land of opportunity, only to be brought down by the very ambition that fueled his rise. Costello's story is one of resilience, cunning, and adaptability. It is a tale of a man who navigated the treacherous waters of the criminal underworld with a blend of brutality and charm, leaving an indelible mark on the history of organized crime. His legacy lives on in the annals of Mafia lore, a reminder of a time when the line between legality and criminality was often blurred, and power was both a weapon and a shield.